Oh boy, let's see if I can get that right. Let's see. Yeah. Let me get this incense lit, y'all. Get it to sit up because it doesn't want to sit up. Maybe I should put them out on my Amazon wish list. It's a nice incense holder, you know. Probably what I should do. Okay. All right. So I got the incense lit. I hope it don't get on my nerves, but it is lit. How's everybody? It's a Tuesday night. It's almost 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. at night. Now I'm here to do another tarot reading for you guys. I'll put the information in the description box already. Who's that? It's AJ. Hey, AJ. Hi, Kalitos. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome, guys. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. I don't know if I'm famous, DDMG. I don't know. Thank you. Welcome, guys. I hope everybody has had a good Tuesday. We're almost halfway through the week. I'm going to do a divine masculine, a divine feminine reading. Can you guys tap that screen for me, please? If you are new here, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. Good to see you all. Is it Takiran? Takiran? Hi. I hope I said your names right. I don't mean to mess up your names. That's funny, David. I'm not a fan of Serena Williams, just being honest. I'm just not. Yeah. But thank you, though. I think you meant that as a compliment. We're going to do a divine masculine, divine feminine reading tonight. So if you consider yourself a divine masculine or divine feminine, this is for you. Can I get you guys to tap that screen for me, please? Por favor. I see only 2 likes. Uno, dos. Can I get you guys to like the video and to subscribe to the channel? Y'all, I burnt my tongue on this tea. This tea was too hot. I didn't know how hot it was, and I went to sip it, and yeah, my tongue is hurting now. All right, so I want to get the underlying energy for this reading, please. This is, oh, that was quick. This is for divine masculine, divine feminine, and the card that came out for the underlying energy is unreachable. So, divine masculine or divine feminine. Are you being unreachable to somebody? Have you cut somebody off? Hold on, let me turn this fan on. So that's the underlying energy for the read is unreachable. So divine masculine or divine feminine, did y'all cut somebody off is what I asked. Did you cut somebody off? Because unreachable means that you don't want to be bothered. And it could be that you don't want to be bothered, period, right now, or it's somebody in particular or some couple of people that you don't want to be bothered with, so you're unreachable. So you either block these people some kind of way, or you just not answering their calls or responding to their texts. You may be leaving folks on red, so you let them see that you're reading it, but you're not responding. Y'all, somebody doing something out here. What y'all doing? That is the underlying energy. Somebody don't want nobody bothering them. That's what I see. All right, let's go ahead and get started and see if we can find out what's going on. Because somebody don't want to be bothered, and I don't know why. Did somebody do something to you, divine masculine, divine feminine? Somebody getting on your nerves? Ooh, first card out is family. Is it family? Oh, wow. Is somebody in your family that you're not trying to be bothered with? What did they do? Did they do something? Oh, my God. First card out is family. Oh, and it's over some money? Stop it. Hey, Stefan. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Tap that screen for your girl if you would. If you have never been here, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. What y'all got going on here? What is going on, divine masculine or divine feminine? So somebody don't want to be reached right now. You didn't cut somebody off. You're blocking somebody. You're not responding to somebody. According to the spread, excuse me, it's family and it's over some money. The worst thing family can fight over is some money. Whoop. One more. Yeah. Okay, so it's saying that, again, y'all hold on a second. This incense is choking me. Hold on. So, my underlying or overall energy is unreachable. So somebody don't want to be bothered. They're unreachable. It looks like it's on purpose. And it's because of some family members or a family member, one or more. And it's over some money. Wealth is here. Then we got the dead end card that's in the reverse. Dead end. A place or condition where things must stop or options are exhausted. So did somebody borrow some money from you and didn't give it back? Or they want to borrow some money from you and you're ignoring them? My fourth card is a witch card that's in the reverse. To enchant, to be enchanted, to be influenced or under the influence of mystical or supernatural person or event. So somebody could be using their influence on you to try to get some more money from you and you're not responding. That could be it. This person probably cried wolf so many times and this last time you was like, nope. I don't want to hear it. Then the last card is a change card that came out. So you're about to change this up. So that's why you're not responding to this person, whoever this is. This could be an actual blood relative of yours, or it could be somebody you consider family. Could be your best friend. You can consider them family as well. Just somebody that's close to you or your actual family member. And this is what this spread is saying so far. So if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it does apply, take heed to this message. This is somebody that, according to this, divine masculine or divine feminine, what I have on my table, that you are ignoring somebody that is family or you consider family. It has something to do with money. The dead end card is out here, which is in the reverse. It's like, you know, this person coming back again because you probably did this before, and here they come back again. They've used their influence this time. They're really trying to, you know, manipulate to get this money from you or get some type of help from you, but this is over money, according to the spread. And then the last card is the change card, which says that you're not about to do this no more. You're about to change this crap up with this person, whoever this is. And you're not about to listen to them. So this may be the first time you've actually ignored this person to the point to where you're really not responding at all. no matter what they do. So you leaving people on red, or you just not even looking at the message. You get the notification on your phone. You don't even slide the screen down and look at the messages, swipe it away. You know what I'm saying? They calling you, you're ignoring them. You actually blocking their phone number, or you put it to where their number, when they call, it goes straight to voicemail. You're not even listening to the voicemail messages. You just done said, I'm done. Whoever this person is, okay? What do you have for family? Because somebody done got on your nerves, divine masculine or divine feminine. I don't know who got on your nerves, but somebody got on your nerves. And you're not trying to talk to this person. I mean, we come out the gate with some drama already. You just like, nah. Because, see, last time I helped you, you know what I'm saying? You said you had it at that time, and that would be the last time, you know, you need to ask me anything. And here you is again with this sob story again, that about, you know, you need some money or something from me. And you're like, nah, we're not doing that again. And this person is trying everything they can to get this from you, which is crazy. They are, with the sob stories and the text messages, they sending you a book of reasons why they need you to help them. I mean, you know, they can't go to nobody else. You're the only one that will help them. You're the last resort. You know what I mean? They trying to influence you with everything they can think of to get you to say yes, to help them. That's what's happening. And you're not trying to hear it because you didn't get the money back from the last time you helped this person. Or you didn't get nothing back. They promised they would pay you back, and here it is again. Told you it's gonna be the last time. It's the last time. They lied. And they're expecting you to help them. And I'm gonna tell you something. This person, whoever this person is, this card that came out said they're a snake. Okay. And you know that they lie, whoever this person is. That's why this girl with a snake thing is, like, could be a guy with a snake, it doesn't matter. Male, female, masculine, feminine. And then one word on here is the problem why they keep coming back, and it's enable. Can you see that word? It's in the middle, enable. So you have enabled this person in the past by helping them one too many times, and this is why they keep coming back to you. This is saying that this is a family member or somebody you consider family. And instead of letting this person figure out their own problems, you continue to help this person. And this is why they feel like they can, you know, come back to you. They're trying to charm you and manipulate you to get what they want from you. Yeah, but you about to change it up. Like I said, with this change card, there's a butterfly right here. You about to change this up by not responding at all. And we got butterfly again. It's a different deck. Yep. And you said, nah, I'm not about to deal with that. What else? This person is really trying to reach you. They probably, the text messages is going to go from begging to getting mad at you. I'll tell you that now. And then you got the sword and the rose. It came out in the upright with the sword and the rose. You can't get a real answer as to why they can't seem to get themselves together. You got love for this person, you care for this person, you know, you have emotions for this person and stuff like that, but it's like to a point to where now you don't really, you want to use your head, not your heart at this time, because this person apparently is not doing what's necessary so they can stop asking for you to help them. You could have been a type of person to point them in the right direction to, you know, resolve their issue as to why they are not in the place where they need to be prosperous. And they didn't even take that advice. This person giving me the energy of somebody that's lazy. So now you're trying to protect yourself and your household by not helping this person again, because every time you help them, they're right back in the same situation again. You can't get the truth in this person, what the real problem is. But like I said, I feel like they lazy. And they're very determined to get something from you because they've gotten it before, because you've enabled them before. So I guess this time you didn't, for yourself, you feel like, let me not do this no more. Let me not help this person no more. Yeah, that's exactly how you feeling right now. So you're looking at them notifications coming up and you swiping them away. You're not trying to read them because you don't want the sympathy to get to you. Because like I said, you care for this person, but you're tired of this. You probably have love for this person, especially if they family or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to keep falling for the same old okie doke. You feel like you're getting played. That's what it is. So now your boundaries is up, and they don't like it. They are not happy about that. They not. You feel like you acting funny now. Come on, you always helped me before. Why are you acting like you can't do it again? I know you got it. Yeah, so something is broken within this person. Something is broken within how they handle things, how they do life, period. They need to heal. It's a healing area right here. So they need to heal the area of their finances. I'm going to say that because who about to keep putting up with that? They need to figure out something so that they're stable. You're not the bailout for this person, okay? You're not. You're not going to bail this person out. You're not going to keep doing it. So let me go here. See if we can get anything else. See what this is. This is the social media mask they put on. So this might be somebody that be on social media that be faking like they doing so well, but behind the scenes they asking you for help. This may be one of those type of people that be faking it like, they all good and they living good and this and that and the other, but then they'll turn around and ask you for something. So this person in real life, like we say about people that be on social media, we be like, I know you in real life. I actually interact with you in real life. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Tell my mama. Y'all hear my cat? What else? Envy watching. So this may be somebody that watches you, how you living, and the way they look at it, you doing so well, which is why they coming back to you, because they feel like you got it like that. You know what I'm saying? You have people like that do be studying you, be trying to watch your pockets more than you do. They notice every little thing that go on, in your life. If you get a new car or something like that, and even if you already got a nice car, if you get new tires or something, they notice every little thing that you get. If you just went out and got your man, you went out and you got your hair, a nice haircut, fade. I don't know what they wearing now, you know what I'm saying? And you got hair on your face, you got that all trimmed up real nice. And then you come back and they catch you on the way home, you looking decent, like you got yourself together. Then they, in their mind, they figuring out, this person always looking decent. They make sure they keep their hair done, male or female, you know what I'm saying? They're always buying them a fresh pair of gym shoes or some, a bag. She always got a new bag or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To be watching every little thing that you do. Every little thing you do, you're on my mind. Yeah, they be watching. And see, they be sitting back calculating, I know how much that bag costs. That's running about this, and then sneakers, they cost about this, and blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, haircuts $30, 30 or more. I don't know how much it costs for a man to get his hair cut no more. I know it's expensive for a woman to get her hair done, so I imagine it is for a man, too. And they be watching your pockets. Especially if Friday coming over the weekend, you decide, you done paid everything, everything is paid up. You done caught up on your bills. You got a little spending money. You go get yourself a little something over the weekend. They see you Monday. You didn't have that the week before because they watching you. This is when they coming in about to ask you for something. Mm-hmm. Yes, they is. They certainly are. Don't be thinking it's when you get paid. They done figured out your pay cycle. And this is when they come in trying to get close to you. Mm-hmm. But see, this person is a rat. Mm-hmm. They have the rat energy. This person is a thief. They're not gonna pay you back. They have no intentions of paying you back. They just continue to rob you, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They're concealing the fact that that they have no intention of giving this money back to you, no matter what they say. Okay. What else? Because this is not somebody you want to deal with. Solution. So like I said earlier, you probably have come up with different ways to alleviate this issue that this person is having. If this person don't have a good job that pays well, you might have offered for them to come work where you work and put a word in for them and everything, but they never applied. Okay, stuff like that. Or, you know, where they can get on somewhere else. And if you got any connections, you offer to help them, and you know, they don't put the application in. They don't tell you nothing. They act uninterested when you offer solutions because it's not the solution that they want. The solution they want is in your pockets. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said this person is lazy. They come off as a lazy person to me. They want you to give and lend and expect nothing in return. That's how this person is. Because they see you, they feel like you got a harvest. Every time they turn around, you got something new or you're doing something different. And every time they turn around, they looking like, oh, wow. So they must have got paid. So this person, like I said, be watching your pockets. And so they feel like you be reaping and pulling in a big harvest or something to that effect just because they see something new. And here they come with their hand out. That's who this person is. Yeah. Yep. What else we got? Because, oh boy, you are ignoring this person. You definitely are. You're not trying to talk to this person. You don't want to talk to this person. You done told this person you need to look yourself in the mirror and check yourself and see why you keep doing the same old things. Why you don't have no shame and just keep asking me and stuff. Don't you? Some of them got, you know, spouses and stuff and children, and they're not doing what's necessary to get out here and make that hustle like they know they can, and they won't do it. They won't take care of their people. They won't go do what they need to do. This is a lazy person, and you told them they need to look at themselves in the mirror. How you go to sleep at night not knowing that your family not secure? How do you look at yourself in the mirror every morning? You get up and you primping and priming in the mirror like you got it going on, but you watching somebody else's pockets coming to ask them for something. You're not getting up primping and priming in the mirror because you're going to work where you're going to take care of your business. If you is going to work and you know that your situation at that time is requiring more income, that means you're going to need another job or something else is going to need to happen. And if somebody's trying to help you, to help this person, they're not trying to receive the help. This person is lazy. I'll tell you that right now. So you putting an end to this right now. You're not trying to talk to this person. You're not trying to entertain nothing they got to say. You don't want to have a conversation with this person because it may start off one way, but it's going to end up in your pocket. So you're not really trying to talk to this person at all, okay? And this is the first time that you've actually ever cut this person completely off like that. So don't be surprised they may show up at your door because you're not answering the phone. But here's a ship card, SAIP. This card is about cutting ties, and moving on. That's exactly what it is. Yep. So this is what you're doing. I just said you cutting this person off. You're not trying to deal with this. You're putting you're dead in this situation. And then we get the ship card that says you cutting ties. You really are trying to stop this from continuing. You're trying to teach this person a lesson without snapping on them, okay? And I wonder if you're going to have to actually snap, because if they show up at your door and they can see you're not answering their phone calls, responding to their text messages, you know, you're not even reading the messages, you're leaving them on read, and if you do read them, you're not responding. They can see that, you know, certain platforms that you can see when somebody reads your messages. And you might do that to try to send a hint to this person that I'm not about to help you do nothing. But this person, like I said, may pop up at your door. That's what I heard. Yep. So here comes a time, I guess you got to the point where you got tired of offering suggestions. You know what I'm saying? And they keep coming back to you, but you used to help this person all the time, whoever this is. And you might have love for this person, but you're tired of this person because they only want to use you. So I got two cards that came out. Jealousy is one of the cards that came out. Now I'm going to say this. This could be a friend that played around and didn't take care of their business enough. Might have been a best friend at one point, or somebody that you love, like family or what have you. And because they was out here playing around and not taking care of business and listening to wisdom, you rose up higher and they stayed where they was at. Now they jealous. Now they jealous. Why? Because they see you shining. That's the way they look at it. They feel like, oh, so you think you better than us and better than me type thing. I hate when people do that. You didn't do the work. That person didn't do the work, but you did. You struggled. You stayed at that job that felt like you wouldn't get nowhere, and you stayed there where this person probably used to work with you at one point or knew where you worked, and they never stayed at a job long enough, you know, really long. They jumped job to job. So they have no longevity. You know, this type of person, they don't like nobody telling them nothing, even at work, feeling like, you know, the boss is always on their back. And it's not even that the boss is on their back. It's the fact that this person, they don't like to follow instructions. They don't like to be told anything. Their perception is that they always getting picked on. Let go and let God. I know that's right, Jonathan. Yeah. And so they always looked at you as a safe space. You're in the reverse because you're putting a stop to that, but this is safe space. You were this person's safe space at one time. This is why they keep coming back to you. And I said earlier, if you weren't in here, that you enabled this person. This is why they felt like they can come to you. Here's enabled is, can you see it? Let me see. Where is it? Wrong one. It's on this one. Right there in the middle, enable. So this person at one point really needed the help, but then after a while, you just started seeing this person for who they really was because they wasn't really trying to do nothing else because you kept bailing them out. So in the essence, you were enabling this person. And so you have decided that you're not doing that no more. And they can't believe that they can't take the cutoff. So they blowing up your phone and texting and stuff, you know, trying to do your side story, talking about the history y'all have. You know what I'm saying? Trying to manipulate you and stuff. And when that don't work, they're gonna try to use, you know, intimacy or something to that effect. If y'all have ever been intimate, if this is not a family member, but maybe let's say ex-lover or something like that, ex-wife, ex-whoever. You've ever been intimate with this person, they bringing that up. You know what I'm saying? Any good times that y'all had before, they bringing that up, trying to manipulate you in some kind of way. Anything else you have? You're no longer that safe space for this person, and they don't have nobody else that's gonna do for them like you did. I think they burnt that bridge with you, and you're not trying to build it back. That's why you're unreachable right now. Anything else you want to say about this? Yeah. So this is long distance love. So I don't know if this person in their head, if this is for the ex-lovers, okay, if this is applying to you and this is the next lover. This person still feel like they're connected to you, which is why they keep coming back to you. They still feel like y'all have some type of connection. Yep. So this person either still feel like y'all are still connected or they're trying to stay connected to your energy. That's what they're doing. They're trying to stay in your energy, you know what I'm saying? So which might explain sometimes when you feel like you're getting woke up in the middle of the night and you live by yourself, but something is waking you up and it didn't used to happen before. And I don't mean like something in your house or nothing like that. It's just the energy, like a restless energy, and you don't know where it's coming from. If you ain't got nothing going on to make you feel restless, it's that person that's in your energy that's trying to stay in your energy and stay connected to you. Yeah. This person, you're heavy on this person's mind. That's what this is, okay? Yeah. Because at one point, when this was an ex-lover, y'all was in a relationship of any kind, y'all might have been a power couple, but you probably was the one that was really holding this relationship together. Oh, this is crazy. This person wants that back because they went out there and they did whatever they did, and you let them go. This is for those that's ex-lovers. You let them go, okay? Let them go and do what they wanted to do. Since they felt like wherever they was going was better. And you let them go, okay? And they got out there and found out, hey, this is not like so-and-so who used to really take care of me. You know, I'm not getting that same type of attention, that same type of respect, that same type of care and compassion. I'm not getting that. You know, I'm really getting treated like a 304 out here. Let me go on back over here where I was, where it was good. And you like, blocked. Nope, you can't come back. That's what you said. Blocked and deleted. You like, nah, that's where you wanted to be. Is that where you wanted to go? Well, go on out there then. Stay on out there where you decided that that's where you wanted to be. Yep, that's what you said. You blocked them. And see, when they decided that they wanted to double back to you, they didn't know you had already blocked their number. And that shocked them. It really did. It shocked them. You was like, I'm not about to do that. Not with you. I'm not about to go through this with you again. You put me through enough when we was together, and I put up a lot with you. I put up a lot of stuff from you because I loved you and I cared about you. I was trying to get you to see, but you went on out there anyway. Now you're trying to double back. Now I don't think so, and that's how you feel. Yeah, because they was listening to their fake friends. That's what they was doing. Somebody got in their head and told them something that they, you know, possibly you could do better, or you can have both. Whatever, they was listening to their friends, and when they listened to their friends, this is what got them in trouble, and this is what messed up the relationship with y'all. As far as families is concerned, it could also be a family member listening to friends where they double crossed you when you helped them so many times before. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you cut them off as well. So it's two scenarios here: one for family, one for ex-lover, ex-wife, ex-husband, divine masculine, divine feminine. This is for you. But I think it's crazy though to come back after you done listen to somebody else and lost the person that cared about you the most in this world. Because it's hard to find people that genuinely care for you and genuinely love you and they don't have no ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find somebody like that. So I don't know what this person thought was going to happen when they got out there. But I think they thought you loved them so much that it was like a revolving door that they can come on back. And you was like, no, that's not going to happen. I think you shocked them when you shut it down like that. That's what I think. I think they're severely shocked, which is why they're blowing up your phone like they is. Because they really want you to answer. So like I said, don't be surprised if this person shows up at your door, because you're going to be shocked that they showed up. They're going to have the nerves, the audacity to show up at your door and expect you to open and let them in. This is what they're going to do. This card is sliding. I wouldn't be surprised if the shot card come out. Yeah, because this person, you probably at one point felt like this was your soulmate until they started moving funny and trying to, listening to their friends and stuff. I started hanging out a little bit too much. And then, like, you try to reason with this person, they wasn't trying to listen to you. So they was, moving funny and being sneaky. And so at some point, you realized that this was not your soulmate. Y'all really didn't have a soul connection at all. This was not your partner. This was not your life partner. Y'all wasn't about to do life together. That's why it's in the reverse. This is soulmates, but it came out in the reverse. And you was like, nah, because you do have a choice. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people come along in your life where there's a lesson that you need to learn. And when you do your part by being righteous, meaning that you're doing all the right things, you're trying to have integrity and you're trying to honor the relationship and be loyal, all the stuff that you're supposed to do, and don't mistreat this person and stuff like that, even though they doing weird stuff to you and mistreating you and disrespecting you, you try to do all the things that you know to do. Comes a time that if this was your soulmate, that they can void the contract by not honoring it with you, by not walking in that same energy with you. They can void it, and then you're free from that because you've done your part. You understand? And you can enter into another soul contract with someone else. Or you have many soulmates in your life. You can have many soulmates in your life. Yeah. So this person, when I say they're going to try to manipulate you, here's the blowing kisses card. Yes, they are. They're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to bring up all the intimate times. And I don't know why people feel like when you're in a relationship and y'all end the relationship with that person because they moving funny, that they feel like that they can use a sacral chakra to get you back. That's the first thing they think of is going that way through your nether regions to try to reel you back in. Like, is that all you got? You can't have a conversation with me where we can sit down and discuss this like adults, and have a real conversation about this. The only way you know how to get me back or try to be back with me is to manipulate. Isn't that what you did in order to get out here in these streets by listening to other people and lying to me and manipulating me to keep me hanging on? Divine masculine, divine feminine. This is what you did. I believed you for a period of time. But now I'm at my wit's end because I let you go ahead and go do what you wanted to do. And then you burned that bridge that one last time, and I'm not about to build it back for you. I hope you know how to swim. That's how you feel. But this person really is going to probably try to show up at your door. That's the energy that I'm feeling right now because they don't want this to be over. Like, they've always been able to come back to you. You've always, welcomed them back because you cared so much about this person. But when you started feeling like you was being used by this person, you started seeing this person for who they really was. You know what I'm saying? Or who they really are. And what you saw was a rat. This was a thief. This person was stealing your time. This person was stealing your energy. This person was playing in your face. Yes, they was. They were using you for what you had, whatever you could offer, the attention that you gave, the adoration that you gave to this person was unlike any other. The love that you gave to this person was unlike anything they ever experienced before in their life. You genuinely loved this person. You did. Okay? And this is why they want to come back to you, because there's nobody like you, divine masculine or divine feminine. Your energy is different and your energy is special. They're not going to get that. It's not that everyday run-of-the-mill type of love, type of energy. This is not energy that they're used to. You understand what I'm saying? The energy that they're used to is foul. The ratty type energy. 304s, whether it's a male or a female, that's the energy they're used to. What else? 40 minutes in. If you guys are in here, please tap that screen for me and like this video. Subscribe to the page if you would. I appreciate you guys so much. Then we got the renewal card, which is in the reverse. Let me tell you, when I say you're done, you are done. You understand me? Renewal in the reverse. There will be no renewal. We're not doing this again. I'm not going down that road with you again. I already see how you are. You know what I'm saying? So no, I've decided I don't want to do that no more. You're not going to continue to break my heart, hurt my heart. You don't get to use me no more. You know, you the boy or the girl that cries wolf, and nobody really is thinking about anything that you're saying anymore, especially me. You know what I'm saying? You're done, because I see you for who you are, which is the devil. Yeah. Are you all out here doing 304 type stuff and think you about to come back to me after you've been out here in these streets, you know, doing that type of stuff? And then you want to run back to me because stuff is hard out there. You're not getting that golden treatment like you used to get from me. You took yourself out there. You felt like that's what you wanted to do when I let you go and closed the door behind you and locked it. So why is you tripping that I am unreachable and I'm not answering the phone? I'm supposed to not answer the phone because you had everything you needed here. You had no complaints. So it's your fault for listening to these fake friends that came in and put that stuff in your head and had you acting like that. The reason why these are fake friends is because they saw this person with you, divine masculine or divine feminine, and that person was happy. Out of the group of them, this is the one person that finally hit a home run. You see what I'm saying? And had found somebody that was genuinely in love with them, while the rest of them was 304s out here in these streets, not finding love. So they had kind of settled for that lifestyle. Then the authority card comes out in the reverse. Like this person is really trying to push the issue that y'all supposed to be a couple. Yeah, but you already said that you already know this person is not your soulmate. You didn't figure that out, and you finally have settled with that. Like you finally see things for what it is. Because there was a point in your time, in your life, during the time when you was with this person, excuse me, you was convinced that this was your person. Yeah. Because nobody tell you nothing. And this person was convinced that they had you like that too. This is why they feel like they can come back. Yeah. See, you don't got some self-respect, you know. You're starting to respect yourself and you feel like, I let this person walk all over me. Because see, what happens is when you separate from somebody, it gives you time, you know, for clarity to come in so you can start seeing things. You know what I'm saying? You start assessing, you know, the whole situation and looking at it differently and different angles and stuff. This is why you got the sword and the rose here, because you starting to look at stuff, you know, more logically instead of with your heart all the time. I don't know if you're the type of person, divine masculine or divine feminine, to wear your heart on your sleeve, very lovey-dovey type and very expressive, touchy-feely. You know, you probably were so in love with this person that you let that heart speak more than that logic did. And you didn't see a lot of things that you see now. Now y'all not together and you don't have that distraction constantly in your face. Now you're starting to see things for what it is. And when it clicked in place, this is when you block this person. You were like, I'm not doing this no more. And you might not have initially blocked them. You just stopped responding. You're not responding to you didn't answer the phone no more. You know what I'm saying? This person probably know your schedule. They know your schedule. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was together long enough for them to know your work schedule, when you going home, what your patterns are, if you stopping by the store on the way home, when you available, when you not available. So they hit you up at all the regular times that they used to hit you up, you know, when y'all was together and stuff, and trying to get to you. And now at this point, since you're not talking to this person, you cut off all communication. When I say they're going to show up at your house, they're about to show up at your house like it's an emergency. You hear me? So if this person is into theatrics, if there's a whole actor or actress, they're getting ready to perform Hollywood for you. You understand me? Yes, they is. They getting ready to put on a performance for you, but oh my God, you're gonna look at them as a whole clown. Yes, you is, and this is how you looking at them right now. So when they get done doing their performance, That's how you gonna see them, as a clown. Yep. That's how you gonna see them. You might even call him that. He a clown. This is why I stopped messing with you in the first place. Why I put up with you in the first place. What was it? You know what I'm saying? What was wrong with me? So now you're being wise. You thinking now. You're not being led by your heart. You're being wise, and you thinking about how this whole situation. You thinking it over. You had some revelations about this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This experience has taught you something. Now you're applying what you learned. And I heard somebody say I should have did this a long time ago. That's what I heard. I don't know why I didn't before. Maybe this person will always try to convince you when they can feel like they losing your attention. You know what I'm saying? They will try to convince you or do something that they know you like. You know what I mean? Some type of manipulation that they used to do. They say for a man, the way to a man is through his stomach. Maybe she can cook. You know what I mean? Or he, however it goes. Masculine, feminine is all energy. People be knowing what you like. People be knowing your weaknesses too. They be studying you. So nowadays, you get in a relationship, you got to wonder what this person is up to from the gate. You know what I'm saying? So you just be sitting back trying to observe the whole thing, listening to everything that people say now, because people be coming into relationships for the wrong reasons. They don't be coming in there because they're interested in you. Nowadays, people studying you from a distance, and they've been watching you. So you got to be careful now. Because people be wanting to puppet you. That's what they be wanting to do. They be wanting to pull your strings after they done studied you. Then they get with you. They done learned enough about you. They feel like, I can pull some strings and get this person to do what I want them to do. They want to control the situation. They want to use the manipulation. And this is puppeting. And this person might have done this to you, divine masculine or divine feminine, and you're just not falling for it no more. You say, no, I might love you and I might care for you, but I'm not doing this no more, because this is not a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? And you want something healthy. That's what you want. Anything else for this person? For the divine masculine or the divine feminine, do you have anything else? Yes. Yeah. So now you got choices. You see what I'm saying? You start looking at your other options or the possibility of having options at this time. You got that post back there with two signs going in two different directions. You can go left or you can go right. You know what happens either way you go. So it is your choice. You do have options. Some of y'all may choose to take this person back. I'm just saying, some of you may, and some of you just not going to do it. You're going to go in the other direction. But it's up to you to decide what you want to, what you want to do, because a lot of y'all are going to be looking at the time put in with this person, the investment and stuff. But I heard the saying, and I'm sure some of you have heard that, just because you've been with somebody for a long time don't mean that that's the person you're going to be with forever. You can meet somebody and in a month y'all could be married. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's just something that I know can happen. I've seen it happen. You may know somebody where it has happened to them. Like they was in a marriage for a long time and then them people ended up getting a divorce. You know what I'm saying? And a month later, somebody married again, but it's not because they just jumping into something. They fell in love with somebody else. Like, time is not really the reason. That's not something that everybody hold on to all the time. They're looking at the quality of the relationship versus the quantity, okay? So you do have a choice, okay? But you do know that when you was with this person, it was disharmony. Y'all were not in alignment at all, okay? You're not trying to have that again, to be in a relationship where y'all not in alignment on the same page, or some people say you weren't equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ideas was not the same. Your perspective on things were not the same. This is something you started learning as y'all got further down the line in the relationship. And then y'all started having conflict because y'all wasn't on the same page. You know, some of y'all weren't even in the same book, okay? And just your ideas, everything was just not lining up like you thought it would with this person. And this is some of the things that you're sitting back thinking about. And this is why you're not responding to this person right now. Because you picking apart the whole time you was with this person, you picking it apart. You thinking to yourself, does this person really even value me? You know, certain things that you remember that happened, that this person didn't act like they really cared as much as about you as you did for them. They're not showing you that they care about you like you were showing them. You're going to remember specific instances as you think back down, as the fog is lifted, and you're not with this person no more, and you starting to understand some things that you didn't understand before. And this may hurt you, but it's going to heal your vision for this person. That's why I say they coming back to try to manipulate you again, and they going for your weaknesses because they know what they are. Yes, they are. Anything else? Any closing messages for the divine masculine or the divine feminine? I'll just say this person is a snake. Yep. They're a snake. We already know that. They're a snake, they're the devil. We got that out here. But you did cut this person off. Good for you. Congratulations. You finally got to that point. It's going to work out in your favor when you cut off negative energy, negative low vibration type of energy, because that's not where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And wherever you're trying to be, you got to change things around you, including the people, in order to get to that level. So let's say you want to vibe high, you trying to go in a different direction, you know, you really trying to be a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you're trying to have integrity, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to be that type of person to walk a righteous life, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to be right within and all these different things. You can't be connected to somebody that's the opposite of you. You're going to always have problems. It's going to be a struggle to elevate. It's going to be a problem to ascend. If you connected to people that is the opposite of you, it's going to always be conflict. You understand? You're going to always have problems. It's going to always be chaos. It's going to always be argument. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you're going to have to cut some things and some people off. In order for you to have your freedom. What I say? You're going to have to. This may not be something that you may want to hear, divine masculine or divine feminine, but some of y'all know this already, and some of y'all have heard it before. You ain't never really looked at it like you need to. Some of y'all are really trying to ascend, okay? You have somebody that's trying to stay attached to you that's not, and they're trying to pull you back. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not trying to be there. You're not trying to stay there. You didn't have enough of that. You need somebody that's high vibing. Go. That's your target. That's what you're reaching for. And this person right here, right now, that's trying to get you back, you're their target. They don't want to let you go. Understand? They're not trying to let you go. Yep. They're going to put in a lot of effort. Lord have mercy. So like I said, here's effort here. This person is probably going to try to show up at your job. I hope not. Or your house, family's house if they know your people. Especially if they catch wind that it's a birthday party, y'all about to celebrate that. If y'all that type of family, they'll probably just pop up because they feel like they still cool with the family and stuff, and y'all not even together no more. It's a troublemaker. And the reason they're showing up is, like I said, when we started this whole thing, money, baby. They trying to get back in your good graces, and this is what they want. Spirit, what advice do you have for the divine masculine or the divine feminine so we can close this out? Hey, mommy. Hey, mama. Y'all, that's my little lady. She's over 20 years old. I had her since she was a kitten. What you talking about, Mama? Hey, Pootie. But yeah, so let's see if we can get some advice from Spirit. What you talking about, Poop? One more. What advice do you have for the divine masculine or the divine feminine? I think I'm pretty much giving you the advice that you need, or either you kind of know. I told you what this person gonna do and who this person is, what this is about, how they're gonna try to approach you, just to give you a heads up. This person got a bag full of tricks for you. They do. They got a bag of tricks for you. And they coming. They have to pull a rabbit out their hat to try to get you back. What advice do you have for the divine masculine or the divine feminine? You just chilling, loving the fact that they can't really reach you, but I'm telling you, they about to try to really, really, really reach you. What advice do you have for the divine masculine or the divine feminine right now? Do you have anything that you want to tell them? Any closing messages? Y'all, seems like this deck man got thicker since I've had it. I'm having so many problems right now. Woo. Plus my hand hurt too. Any closing messages? Anything you have to say to the divine masculine or the divine feminine? I don't know, way over there. Hold on. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, so this is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So for closing messages, at this point, you done went through so much at this point that all of that you went through now is over with. Now that you created some boundaries with this person, you don't have to deal with this no more, okay? So you get to recover. That's why the Ten of Swords is in the reverse. You get to recover. And it's only upward from here. So this in turn, by cutting this person off, you have created some opportunities for yourself. Stuff that you probably would not have happened had you continued with this person. So when you connect yourself to low vibrational energy, sometimes it blocks, a lot of times, probably most of the time, it blocks the energy, it blocks the blessings, my bad, that you would have gotten had you not been with this person. But now that you've cut them loose, you now have to deal with that no more. Like what you're supposed to get is now going to flow to you because there's nothing in the way. You get to recover from whatever they put you through, the stress of being in a relationship with that person. You get to recover from that. You get to rest. You get to regenerate and get yourself back on track without all that chaos in your life. Yeah, your wish is about to come true with this Nine of Pentacles in the upright. You get the contentment that you did not have with this person. Remember how you was feverishly working trying to convince this person of your love? You don't have to do that no more. Yeah. You get your emotional stability back because I know this person probably was stressing you the hell out. You get to get back to praying and meditating, whatever it is that you used to do. And get back to giving thanks and being thankful for the little things at this point. Snow, Enter, Xe. You have to go to the description box for this channel, and all the information for readings will be in that description box. And then you got the Page of Pentacles that came out, and it came out in the reverse. Okay? And with this coming out in the reverse, that person had a lack of commitment to you. This is what it's telling you. So this person wasn't committed to you. You might have been committed to them, which is how when you were showing this person how you felt about them, you were doing a lot, way too much for this person than they deserved. You know what I'm saying? This person was greedy. They were taking you advantage of you, taking you for granted. Person was lazy. And I said that earlier, that this is a lazy person. They wanted you to do for them, but they didn't want to do for you. They didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to get themselves together. They wanted you to continue to take care of them. And they never learn from their failures, which is why they keep coming back to you. You're welcome, Snow Enter Exy. You're welcome. Yep, this person always came back to you. But you got to remember what you learned. And one of the things that you learned is that you were enabling this person because you continue to help them. Okay? You continue to help them. Every time they came to you, you kept helping them. Now, I can see, like, if this is an ex-lover or something like that, and, like, y'all freshly broke up, and then they come back to you, you still have that emotional connection with that person. You still feel emotionally attached to that person, and you might help them because you still feel that love for them and compassion and stuff like that, and you might help them. But as time goes by, that dies down. Sometimes it's still strong, but not strong in a way to where you feel like it has you caught up all in your feelings. You start to get to a point where you start managing your feelings better than you did. You don't feel as frustrated the longer you're apart from this person, and then clarity and truth start coming in. You understand what I'm saying? So this person, when you enable them, you might have did a lot of that at the beginning of when y'all broke up. But then you slowly but surely stopped, and they kept coming back to you, and then you just cut this person all the way off, okay? Yeah. Then you got the 6 of Wands that's in the reverse. These are closing messages, okay? That person was in their ego to think that they can keep coming back to you because you kept giving to them. So it did feed their ego. They feel like they had you like that. Yeah. You didn't have the confidence at that time when y'all first broke up to tell this person no, but that's the words you learned during this process. Yeah. So because of what this person did, they was out here in these streets, being a 304 like they was, or felt like they was gonna come back to you. This person has a reputation of being a 304 now. You know what I'm saying? This might have not been known before, which is why when you got with this person, you didn't know they was like that. But then the reputation is coming out about this person, and you're learning who this person was, who you were dealing with. This is what you're learning. You're learning, and it's like you sit back and you go, man, I was investing into this person and did not know who I was dealing with. I didn't know this person was like that. And they put up a nice little front with you for a good long time, playing house with you or what have you, but they was outside. And then they just finally just went all the way out there, and you just shut the door. So if I was to give you any advice besides what these cards are saying at this time, the first card that came out that set the tone for the reading was unreachable. Stay unreachable. Because you know what comes with this person. It's so crazy that these readings keep coming out about these toxic people that keep thinking they're going to keep coming back to the divine masculine or the divine feminine or the collective. You know what I'm saying? The children of the divine, the star seeds, keep coming back to us thinking that they have a place in our lives again, trying to find a place, trying to reconnect and reattach some type of cord to the divine, you know what I'm saying, to the, to the chosen ones. They keep thinking that they're going to keep coming back and using us. And, if they can't get back with you, they want to be in your life, and they'll tell you they at least want to be a friend. No, don't even be a friend. You're not trying to connect with that energy again because like I said, what comes with that energy. So you got to say no in every area. They're going to test all your boundaries, every last one of them that you put up, and they're going to use everything that they know about you to come back. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to have to hold that line. You're going to have to hold it to the point to where you know that this is going to crush them. And like when people are in their ego and they think that they got you like that, the whole time they're showing you one face, but it's like several faces that they hiding from you. You got people that's like one way with you, they one way with their friends, they're another way with their family, they're another way with somebody else. It's like, yeah, how many masks do you have? You know what I'm saying? This is that type of person. It's like you're gonna get a lot of what I call chameleon energy. Like they try to blend in. You know what I'm saying? These are people that's trying to blend in. You know, they're trying to so they gotta be noticeable. So they study people study behavior and study all kind of stuff, and they have the ability to mask themselves, or what's the word I'm gonna say, cloak themselves, so that you don't find them out. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Where you gonna see this the most, that is in your family. Yep. Because it's easier to hide in a family than it is in anything else, because those are the people you least suspect. Yeah. But you best believe, you don't know this, you got some people in your family right now that don't like you, but you don't even know that. Some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all do know. And this is why you're unreachable now to these people, whether they family or friends or ex-lover, ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever it is, ex-partner. This is why you hold the boundaries up now. Because it comes a point in a time where you got to get tired of people trying to use you all the time. And then you start thinking to yourself, you got to stop being good to everybody all the time. You're going to have to reserve your energy and quit giving it out like you used to. People are banking on you to continue to be the way you have always been. And this is how they keep ties to you. They keep a link to you. You see what I'm saying? Because they're banking on your pattern. So you're going to have to break the pattern. This is why they come back to you. Because they've learned your pattern. They learn what you like. They learn what touches you, what sets your emotions off. They know how to trigger you. They know how to do all kind of stuff. Okay? So people are not always with you for the right reasons. They studying you so they can exploit you. Yep. Now, I'm not telling you everybody is like that, but there are a lot of people, and as time keeps going, you're going to start seeing this more and more often. I mean, look around. If anybody watches the news, all you see is doom and gloom. And it's crazy because you got all these light beings here that's holding up the light, and then you got all this darkness. This is why I say you got to disconnect from low vibrational type of energy, so you can raise the vibration of this planet together with the rest of the light beings. Because we got darkness, you see that everywhere. And freaks don't just come out at night no more. They're coming out during the day. So there's a time and a purpose for everything. Well, you're going to have to hold that line. This is going to be something I'm going to say often. This is the end of the reading. I just wanted to say what I had to say at the end, because it's like this energy keeps coming out. Because this is something that's trying to happen. I can feel it in the ethers that darkness is trying not, it's dying. It's dying out, but it is fighting tooth and nail. All right, so this is the end of the reading. I hope that this was something that you got something out of. For those of you that's divine masculine, divine feminine, I hope that this was something that gave you something to go on. You know what I'm saying? And if this was not something that resonated with you, I'm praying that you can find something else in any of my other readings on this channel. I have several shorts. I have several uploaded videos. And I also have several lives on this channel. We do have a community page. You guys are welcome to post there. I would love to see you guys interact with one another. You can do that here in the chat, which is wonderful. I appreciate you guys responding and commenting to the videos as it moves along. But I don't have anything else unless any of you do at this point. Just like the person that just asked me about readings, that information is in the description box of the channel. If you're wanting to get a reading, I do offer a special for a $15 reading for one question for 10 minutes, and it is in the description box of the channel. It's not in the description box of this video, okay? But it is for the channel. And then check out the community page where you guys can have discussions of your own as well. I'll more than likely be interacting with you there, okay? Thank you all for liking this video. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. If you don't have anything else, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'll tell you what, I was thinking about doing another reading, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something you guys want right now. So we can do another reading, but I'm going to come back on a separate video if I do that. Also, I have links also for my Amazon wish list. There are several. I'm going to order some this weekend, but there are several decks that I want to expand my collection that I have here so that we can get some different messages. Because in all honesty, I sometimes I feel like I'm getting different messages. I mean, the same message, and I have to really channel to go around the cards that I do have, which is good too. But at the same time, I do have a Amazon wish list, and the link is in the description box for the channel as well. All minds are clear. Any other questions at this time? And if not, I am going to go ahead and end this live. Nothing else? All right. So maybe I'll do another one in maybe 10 minutes. Okay, I'll come back to that. All right, guys. Bye.